Now, I'm not one to content shame, but I'm shaming. When you hear book talk, don't you think of a nice sanctuary of people reading rom-coms and vampire fanfics? Well, then you'd be mistaken. Because it's more like when you're on a family vacation and the most feared mafia boss breaks into your room, murders your whole family, and demands all of your things. But he's hot. So you bend over and you just start, you know? For some reason, every scenario created on BookTok is extremely toxic or, I don't know, insane. The love interest is either mentally ill, a literal murderer, or sometimes a mythical creature. Hey guys, it's Alasia, and today we're going to be diving into the world of freaky content. Why is everything on the internet freaky? We have horny cooking, BookTok, KinkTok, literal smut ads, and the most feral of them all, BookTok. If you don't know what BookTok is, it's a subgenre on TikTok that started off as a cute little series of people sharing books that they like to read, but it quickly escalated and turn into a place where people are just horny. It's the new age wet pad. And I can tell you, it gets a little crazy around here. When the hottest professor on campus shows up to the same frat party as you, the next morning you wake up in a strange bed. He walks in and says, "Should have been more careful around those frat boys." You can't believe your eyes. What do you mean? What happened? They drugged you. He undoes his cufflinks. There are tattoos on his forearms. What did you do? I taught them a lesson. His shirt comes off. You're next. His shirt just magically comes off of his body. I taught them a lesson. You're next. How are you gonna save me from one dangerous situation just to put me in another? I'm scared. This is not romantic. And this is not something I would want to wake up to after I've been drugged. Like, I'm gonna save this girl I saw being drugged, take her back to my house, and do to her what the frat boys were going to do. Yeah. Imagine if this was an ugly, old professor with 2 teeth and 1 scoop of hair. You wouldn't be melting then, now would you, Martha? The things attractive people get away with is truly disturbing. Do you remember when people were dripping over Joe Goldberg? Sure, he murdered 18 people and stalked a handful of girls, but he's hot, so he could stalk me too. Also, there's so many professor smut ads on BookTok. Why don't they make a horror thriller involving a teacher where he kidnaps his students when they don't respond to a discussion post on Canvas? Anyways, the comments revealed who the professor actually is. And as it turns out, the professor is actually a mob boss who's been stalking her. Oh, and he's a billionaire too, who's also a woman-eating werewolf vampire that eats babies for lunch. No, I'm lying. They stopped a billionaire. I wouldn't be surprised if he was all of those things because the mythical genre is one of the most popular in this community. You're forced to marry an abusive man. He wants to give you his... Oh, what? You're forced to marry an abusive man. He wants to give you to his horrible grandpa. So you escape into the forest. You're caught by a carnivorous tree. And the book is called The Morningwood Tree. Flying cars, they said. I never thought I'd see the day where trees are sexualized, but here we are. I can't imagine the author looking at a tree and being like, ooh, the things I would do to you. I know this author has the craziest hear me out confessions. A tree being a love interest in a story is a minor thing in this community. We have Bigfoot, tentacle monsters, and just a whole lot of freaky stuff going on. It's far too advanced for me. And I think the funniest thing about reading these stories in POVs is that you would expect the authors to be hormone-raging teens, but they're most likely adults with big girl jobs, possibly even your doctor. Yeah! I think a lot of book talks is just a bunch of hear me outs, but hey, whatever floats your boat. Something that's currently sinking mine is Black YouTube. We asked homeless people freaky questions. Black YouTube has been a problem for some time now, with the public interviews, light skins or dark skins, and the fake pranks. But the freaky side of things is where I draw the line. It's the Kevin Gates side of YouTube. So there's different types of Black YouTube. We have the side where people talk about discourse online, those who put a lot of work and thought into their videos. Then there's the other side, where they promote Cash App scams and regurgitate content, then make it horny. Think 20v1 or blind car dating. A lot of 20v1 start off normal in the beginning, but then by round 2, the freaks come out. A perfect example of this would be NLE Choppa's 20v1. Everything was so sweet.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Hey. I'm gonna say yeah. It's something about you that seems like you got a nice personality.
But then we got to round 2.
How do you feel about sex on the first night?
Oh! There's no what do you do for work? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Just I feel like a lot of people that go on these shows only go on to go viral, which is why there's such a plethora of sexual questions out there trying to get that viral moment on TikTok.
Walk up to him and you're gonna tell him like, I want to give you.
Or even promote their own socials. And that's fine as long as everyone in the videos are adults, right? Unfortunately, they are now doing 20v1s with literal children. There's a 20v1 with a rapper named Finesse 2 Times where he brings out his little son to join him in choosing a girl.
What's your favorite food?
I gotta say hibachi.
Okay, so after you, do you stay hard or you get soft?
Do you have no shame? Going from what's your favorite food straight to
That junk gets soft.
it gives me spooky flashbacks to high school.
Where my hug at?
When guys would ask you to play 21 questions. What's your favorite thing to do? Oh, I like to. What color are your... Maybe that's a unique experience. But asking these freaky ass questions while a little boy is sitting there listening to you? Jail. Put them all under the cell. She wasn't even the only one to ask these types of questions while that little boy was there either.
What's the freakiest shit a bitch ever did to you?
Start sucking my toe, cuz.
What goes through your mind to see a child in the room and think, I'm gonna ask this man about his sex life now? That seems like a good idea. There's a way to add children in your videos and for it to still gain traction without doing all of this.
The entire crew and staff and their parents need to go to jail for this dumbass shit. They're doing a 1v20 with minors.
Do an obstacle course with a money prize. Or do an out of ordinary dating show like Cut does. We have enough Kevin Gates out there, please. Kevin is my sleep paralysis demon. Kind of like KinkTok. So the last freaky type of content I want to talk about today is KinkTok. And I know you're probably thinking, Alasia, why are you on this side of the internet? I'm not. It's for the video, I promise. No, but it really is. KinkTok is exactly what you think it is. People bringing their bedroom to the For You page. I have been traumatized while planning this video. I've learned so many things that I had no business learning. So whatever I have to see, you guys do too. When you search KinkTok, there is videos about people talking about their kinks, sharing spicy videos with their partners, or catering to a certain type of audience. There's a girl named Eve who's known for making spicy content in public, specifically Walmart of all places.
So I was actually thinking about
what, princess?
These videos consist of her and her boyfriend flirting.
Do you happen to know where I can find a wife?
no, this is the cleaning section.
And her getting choked. The comments under these videos are always pointing out exactly what a lot of people are thinking. Y'all gotta get out of public. Is the grocery store your hangout? Why are you always at Walmart? I mean, I guess when you think about it, this is really on brand for Walmart. Nobody is shocked by what goes on there anymore. This wouldn't be okay in any other store. But walking past the couple getting freaky at Walmart just kind of makes sense. We go in with low expectations. We have people walking around barefoot.
The dogs are out there pitch black.
Foot fetish. People fighting. Oh! Degradation kink. Yodeling. Dancing. Walmart has it all. It holds up to its name of being the most chaotic shopping center. But the difference with this couple that separates them from all the chaos is that they're opening themselves up to people who didn't consent to their BDSM. They chit chat, choke. Chit chat, choke. My light keeps shutting off. My light just shut off, so we're just gonna have to do it this way. On YouTube, you could read titles to what you're getting yourself into. But TikTok, if you see a girl vlogging at Walmart, you wouldn't expect to be surprised with... I've noticed that a lot of videos surrounding kinks are done in public. Eve is not the only one getting turned on by the sound of flip-flop in the general public. There's vibrating underwear, public indecency, and pet play. There's nothing wrong with being kinky and nasty in the bedroom, in private. This freaky content is becoming too much for me. Alright guys, I am calling it there. And I wasn't trying to give off hater girl in this video. I've just noticed an increase of a lot of freaky content over the last couple of years and wanted to chime in on the conversation. If you like me, subscribe. If you like this video, give it a big like. It helps my channel so much. And comment your opinion on spicy videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.